Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Tim Mix here from Mix Aircraft Solutions. Just thought of another quick tip for anybody that's doing sheet metal that is working on older airplanes, or they're doing a repair on some sheet metal stuff. Maybe you're building an airplane and you have to do some sort of repair and you're having trouble hooking up clecos in the holes. I got a little tip and trick for you. Kind of works. You might know this, you might know not. If not, you'll learn something. If you do, then I don't know. Maybe you'll get to enjoy the Luscombe. I, yeah. Anyway, I shouldn't do that. They're all airplanes, right? So, anyway, we're working on a 1946 Luscombe, doing some tail repair here. Let me flip the camera. Basically rebuilding the whole tail, putting a new tail wheel bracket on there, putting some new angles in, new skin. Most of the clecos that you see there are all in new material. These draws back here, they're going through some old material on the bottom pieces here, but this is a new bracket. But the inside piece, the angles, the lower angles, are old material, and there was a couple holes that were a little round and the clecos wouldn't hook up. So I'm going to show you how to remedy that without replacing the whole thing. And if the holes aren't too bad, you can fill the hole with an oversized rivet, or be very skillful when you're shooting the rivet down to swell in the hole and make sure it's all swollen inside, to make sure that it closes it up and bonds everything together properly. But anyway, over here on my table, so if you go to the store, or if you have a selection of them in your hangar from, order, you can get these washers right here. That's an 8 and this is a 6, and I have a 10 on my cleco here. So a 10 would fit a 3/16 cleco, or a number 6. Kind of confusing there that a 10 would fit a number 6, but the 6 is the rivet size. So it's a 3/16 rivet. So what you do is you put your cleco through the structure, and if the inside structure is just a little round, or out of round, I should say, you can put that washer on there, and then when you tighten up the cleco sandwiches it all together, and it'll stay nice and tight. So this is a AN 960-10, which is good for a -6 rivet or a 3/16 number 10 hole. 968, which is good for a 532 hole or a number 5 rivet, and a number 6 washer, which is good for a number 4 rivet or 1/8 inch, number 30. So number 6 fits a 4, number 8 fits a 5, and a number 10 fits a 6. So you can put them together. So let me show you in here. If you look down, my draw cleco has a washer on it right there, and that way I can pull it up nice and tight and get this the draw cleco nice and snug, so my part doesn't move on me. So I did all 4 corners here, and I went ahead and put new washers even on the new material, just so I wouldn't damage the hole. I'd rather damage the washer because I can throw that away. And then on the back side where the frame is, you can see my washer in there to kind of pull all this together. And then that way when I drill the rest of these holes here, they won't move on me, and I'll be able to make sure that they go cleanly through the part. So anyway, that was my quick tip. Real simple, easy thing to do. Or if you don't have any washers on hand and you got just like one hole or something, you can take a piece of metal and pop a whatever size hole you're drilling, whether it's a 30, 21, or 10, and then stick that on the back of your cleco and draw it up against that. And that works in short of just like 1 or 2 holes if you don't have a whole bunch of them to do. But sometimes you work on these things and, you know, whoever drilled it out goobered up all the holes, or they're just worn out, you know, loose rivet. And by that time you should probably replace the part, but you know, sometimes that isn't feasible, or you can't get the part, so you have to do with what you got. And if you haven't taken it up to the next nominal size, like let's say if the 30 -4 hole was screwed up enough, you would take it up to a 5 if you didn't have any oversized 4 rivets. But anyway, that's another story. But just a quick tip, you know, throw a washer on there, pull it nice and tight. That way you can keep everything lined up. And these clecos are one of my favorite tool. I love using draw clecos. Gets everything nice and tight and gets it all in place. And then you can go to town drilling and fitting and get everything like it was actually installed on the airplane. But then take it all apart and do some priming and then put it finally back together. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Hope that works for you any way it can. And take care. Bless you.